Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Wolverines will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off-play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got his man downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough edges on 3rd down. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is just getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Tallahassee. There are children there, folks. They should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Clements. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Griffin. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it over the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The play action fake. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the run, it's Cruz. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Leaves it with the back. He's inside the 50. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process in any way you can.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying play action. Finds his tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Right on the money. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Johns. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air, it's Griffin. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, but they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of of room and got it down to the 28. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to throw again. Pucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating 1st half. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on. to that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Under fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's complete. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Trojans want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Kennedy. Runs through the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's good. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Giles. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Trojans have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it off.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Time to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So here comes the Michigan offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Cruz. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves
hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Trojan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They want that clock to run. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They believe they can run right here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the running game. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this deep, turning it on. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Find some fresh air. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting